I'm Jared, and this is my 1988 Ford Bronco II. It's for sale. It could be your 1988 Ford Bronco II. I've basically been using it as a daily driver for the past 2.5 years or so. It's December 2020, and recently I was given a car, and so I don't need this as my second car anymore. And it's got a lot of things that are issues, but basically it's a decent, drivable machine. So I just want to talk about it real quick. So basically, the outside of it looks, decent, and it's got lots of little, marks and stuff like that. It's got the 2.9 liter engine, which is like the best engine you could get for a 1988 or for a Ford Bronco II with the 2.9, which has 140 horsepower and 210 foot-pounds of torque. It leaks oil, it leaks power steering fluid, and it leaks transmission fluid, but as long as you top it off and keep it full, it all seems to work fine. Basically, I replaced the alternator, replaced the battery. It starts up really well every single time. It had air conditioning, didn't work when I got it. Still doesn't work, but it has it as a factory, option or whatever. Yeah, so let's go around the side and talk about it. So I replaced all the shocks. The frame is really good, really, really clean, rust-free and everything like that. I replaced the rear drum brake pads when I got it, and they seem to work really well. I put about 10,000 miles on it or so. Some big issues are there's a lot of rust. So if you look, you can see I can put my hand through this. When I got it, these drip rails were basically just Bondo, and so I cleaned out the Bondo, cleaned up all the rust, and then repainted it so it wouldn't spread. And there's a lot of rust issues with the truck on the body. The frame is really good, but the body's got a lot of rust. It just seems like somebody had parked it under a tree and like a bunch of leaves and stuff had sat and rusted through. So it's great for a daily driver, just definitely not something that would be restorable or something like that. Just, it's a great utility truck and it's a lot of fun, but not something you'd want to, take to a car show or anything like that. Yeah, same thing here. All the drip rails are really bad, but other than that, so let's look inside. This is misaligned, but you can open it and you can see, there's rust up here. There was rust in here that I cut out, and that's why there's holes in here and stuff. So definitely a rusty body for sure. But it runs really well. And like I said, I've driven it around for the last 2 years, basically on a 5-mile commute, and it's really worked out well for me, and I've had a lot of fun driving it around. It's just time to go to somebody else. It'd be probably a great vehicle for a second vehicle if you want to, throw lumber in it or something like that, or, for a high schooler or something to learn about cars on. But I'll show you the interior really quick too. So, interior is, as you'd expect for a work truck. It's pretty tattered and battered, but for the most part all there. And there's a newer Bluetooth radio in there, so it makes it nice to listen to something while you're driving around. And now I'll just show you that I can start it up and drive it away really fast, so you can see everything works. So let's start it up real quick. So it starts up every time, really, really reliable as far as that goes. So